Hey everyone. It's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie, and I'm coming today with a flip through of this wonderful journal that I have here. And hopefully this will be a short video, but very detailed. I'm going to go through the book and show you what's inside. Now, you'll be seeing a series of videos coming up in the next few days with flip throughs of some more of the journals that are in this series. So I call this the Queen's series on these journals. And this is the first one, and I dubbed this the Queen Elizabeth. That's right. I named it after myself because, I'm a queen too. And you probably are also if you're a lady. So these journals really make terrific gifts. You can use them for gratitude journals, inspirational type of journals, just regular daily journals. You can even do some art journaling in it. Put your photo album, use it as a photo album, just really anything that you would like for it to be. It doesn't have a specific theme, but it is very kind of a vintagey looking. And so let me put on my specs and let's get right into it. So the cover is a fabric cover and it's soft and flexible, which for me, I really like that. It measures 9 inches tall and 6 inches wide, and it has a ribbon closure on it. Now, if you don't like the ribbon on here, which I'm sure you will, you can always change the ribbon. It has a grommet, a hole here on both sides. So this is what the back of the journal looks like. It's actually very beautiful, a nice creamy color with some embellished stitching on it. And this is a one signature journal, and it has, so you can see right here, just barely, you can see where it is stitched in at. And it is just full of lovely ephemera. So let's move on to the inside. It has 64 pages in the inside, and it has one hand sewn signature in it, and it has just tons and tons of journaling opportunities. So this is what the inside of the cover looks like, and I put some vellum around the outside of it. I always like to put vellum in here because I always think of books when I think of vellum, and so I like to put vellum inside of my books also. So on the first page here, we have a handmade paper clip here, and it's just really beautiful. You can actually journal on the paper clip as well, made with a butterfly and some fabrics. And then also we have this lovely hand-stitched fold-out card that you can also journal in, because this is really well decorated. So for every decorated page, I try to put in, at least 2 times more journaling opportunities for you. So I call journaling opportunities just basically places where you'll be able to journal. So I didn't want to put anything on this particular page because it's very beautiful and it would make like a terrific background. So here we have a pocket, and inside of the pocket we have a ticket, postcard, and a botanical image here, which again I made into a journal card. So let's put those back in here. So you'll see there's just tons and tons of sewing in here. On this page we have a vellum kind of knick-knack that I made online with some flowers from my yard. And then here is like a little note page, and you just flip this up and flip this down, and then there's actual pages on the inside that you can write on. So it's a nice little hidden kind of tuck spot here, and that just tucks inside here so it closes down. And then I printed out on some of the H paper that I have, I printed out some of the vintage ads that I have available, and I thought that made like a beautiful page. On this side, the page is basically blank, so you can write on that, but I did create a tuck spot here, and there's also another small space here where you can also journal in as well. And then we have a guest check, and then we have another little piece of ephemera here that I thought would be just perfect. On this side, you can hang, I'll probably put something on here, something a little bit dangly here. There's a hole in the tab, and this is a pocket. And then we have another very nice page that I made from some of the handmade aged papers. So that's what it looks like. Very beautiful. You can do lots of journaling on there. And then another journal card here. On this side, we have a note page and also a paper clip as well. So let's just put that back on there. All right. And then we have a tuck spot at the top here. And actually, let's move the paper clip because let's open her up for you here. This actually opens up for another tuck spot. So I love these fold out corners, and I decided to put this one at the top instead at the bottom, and I really like that. And then we have another little note page. I call these like pocket pieces, and another little journal card here. On this side, we have one of our altered playing cards, and of course you can journal on the back of that as well. And then we have a envelope, a mini envelope, and it also has a few items on the inside. Let's see, what else did we put in here? We put a few things, and everything can be written on. So these are nice. You can write on them, you can glue them on the page, or you can leave them inside of the notebook. And this on this nice ribbon that we have here. And this is a tuck spot here. Some more pocket pieces and a journaling card. I hope I'm not going too fast for you. On here, I actually sewed some pieces of ribbon right onto the page, and I love this effect. I love the way this turned out on some journaling paper. Then we have a cluster on the edge paper here. And I always love like the textures of all of the actual sewing. So I did a lot of sewing in this book. And then we just have lots of embellishments as well. And we have a notebook here with some more papers that you can write on. And this nice little tuck. And then here we have some more journaling cards here. In this pocket. Nice little embellishments on each page. I tried to embellish each page but not over embellishment, so you still have lots of places to write. And it's a nice little cluster over here. And here in this pocket I put a ticket and another sewn embellishment as well. And you can stick anything you would like in the pocket. Of course, it's a nice deep pocket, so a tag would go well in there as well. And then on this page is a digital that I have been testing out, and I love the way it turned out. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I printed it on some aged paper as well. I added some photos of African American images also. And then you can see on this page we have a fabric tag, and it's put on with a lovely I call it jeweled a jeweled paper clip. And on this side we have another journaling card that you can write on, and also another note page, and it is in this nice little tuck spot here. We have lots of ribbon tuck spots on the sides, and we have a little bit of washi here, but I don't want to put too much on there because I know you may want to use your own types of washi within here, but I love this floral washi as well. And inside of this card are some more little tuck spots. So this is actually a tuck spot, and I added a photo of a church congregation in here. because I love the black and white photos. And in this tuck spot, we put some pocket pieces as well. But of course, you can journal in those. And here in the middle, I also added just a few little flower punches to the end, just to give it like that nice added touch. And here we have a seed packet image that you can journal on. So that's a journal card. And then we have a paper clip here at the top with a claim check, and then another page. And on this side we have a photo of a botanical, and I put a card in here and it says you go for it. And I love putting like this fabric. Look, y'all, look at that. I love the way the stitching came out on this. And of course you can journal on the back of that. It's a nice deep tuck spot that you can put some little hidden gems in. And on this side we have another little corner pocket, and again it flips up. Love these. And we have some journal cards on the inside. Birds are just absolutely beautiful. And on here we have another paper clip, and also some more pocket pieces, and a small little note page that you can write on. And what's nice about these removable pieces of ephemeris, you can move them around to any place within your journal. So you can actually use these little mini note pages and put them in envelopes if you wanted to, or you can use them outside of the journal as well. And then we have the other side of that beautiful print from the digital kit. And on this side you can actually do some journaling here on this particular page here. And this was actually made from recycled coffee filter, and it came out very wonderful with the stitching around it. And I put some nice clusters on top of it as well. And we have a cluster on this side, and then this little envelope is kind of loaded with a few things. Let's see what we have here for our pocket pieces. We have a ticket, we have a stamped word here that you can use. We have some minis, and just a few more vintage pieces as well. So just a few. Let's stick this back in. I just want to make sure everything gets back in its place. And then we have another laminated knick-knack, journal knick-knack I call it, because it's not really a journal card, it just looks pretty. But you can use this as a bookmark with this beautiful paper clip here, star paper clip. Then we have another fold out note card or note page with some beautiful fabric on it. I love these. And we have a little ribbon tuck here. And on this side we have a tuck spot, and we have a note card, so you can write on both sides of these cards here. On this side we have a tuck spot as well, and with some of our pocket pieces, and of course you can journal on those. We have another African American image here of a soldier. And then here I sewed this piece directly onto our ledger paper again, and I love the effect again of the actual sewing. And here's another image also that's sewn on, but as you can see there's still like plenty of room for you to write. And on this side we have some vintage advertising, and I definitely wanted to add some of this in because, you know, vintage advertising is just like that was so marvelous the way they did the graphics, so I wanted to make sure I added those in. And then on this side we have a little pocket, and I just added a little pocket piece here and a nice cluster. You can also tuck something in up here because I left this as a tuck spot as well. And then on this side we have a pocket. It actually has 4 pockets here of book pages, and I have a journal card in here. We have a mini journal, so you can open that up and you can put whatever you like in here. Maybe you would like to put some motivating quotes in here, and this was all hand sewn. And then on this side we have, or in this pocket, we have another altered playing card, and it's actually embossed. You can feel the embossing there, and you can write on the back of this as well. And here at the bottom you can also write on this little label. Then we have another jeweled, you can see from here, another jeweled paper clip with a note card here. Let's make sure we get this back on right. And over here we have a pocket, and inside of the pocket there's a glassine bag. We have some a Monopoly piece and some tickets that you can use throughout. And then also we have a journaling card, a botanical. You can see everything sewn, and we have all this wonderful material throughout, and it's just lovely embellishments. I love how this journal came out. And on this side we just have some motivation, best day ever, and some more of the vintage ads on the side of the paper. We have another paper clip here at the top and another journal piece. And then what I would do with like these pages that have the ads on them, I probably would take my watercolors and color on these. I think it will look really beautiful. And the way that these were printed, that should not bleed when you do it, so that will be a wonderful art journal page. On this side, another botanical, and life is sweet. We have a pocket here that I embellished as well, and it has a nice little tag in here that you can write on. Some more of the vintage ads, and another pocket piece. And here is another paper clip here holding on a tag. It has some nice ribbon on it, and I just put it in upside down, but you can always put some ribbon here, or just hold it on. You can turn it the other way, and then here's the back of the vellum. And then I always like to put a pocket in the back so you can stick some things in, and I have an African American image back here, another pocket piece, and then here on the pocket I have just my little label that says when this was made, and it was made with love. So there are over 71 pieces of removable ephemera within this book, and the ephemera includes altered game cards, botanical prints, fold-out note pages, envelopes and embellishments, guest checks, journals, mini journals, journal cards, paper clips that are embellished as well, floating pockets, pocket pieces, postcards, seed packet prints, tags, and tickets, vintage ads, and vintage photos. Again, all of those are made with love, and they are all included. There's tons of journaling opportunities in here as well. And then what I wanted to do too, because it's a journal and it's a writing journal, I wanted to add in also at no additional charge, like a writing pen. So I have, let me just show you all. I have like this pen right here, and it has like that wonderful fold diamond head at the top, and this is like just a beautiful pen. Let me take it out the plastic so you can see what it looks like. So this is going to be included in the order as well. So if you are interested in this, the link will be below in the description, and you can head over to the Etsy shop. There's lots more ephemera there listed that you can use within your own books as well. So that's over at Pleasant lotuscreations.com. And thank you all for your patronage, and thanks for being part of my community. With that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet Lotus Blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.